What's going on, everybody? Michael Brander here along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Happy to be with you in the Centier Bank studio on a Friday night. This is Region Football Wrap-Up. Happy to be with you, and always happy to be working with the coach, Doug Nelson. Very interesting night. We've been trying to rack our brains as to where some of these matchups from the finals of these games tonight, where they're going to be heading, and we're trying to catch updates, but doing the best we possibly can. And we got finals to give you. We know the matchups. We just don't know necessarily where they're going to be just yet.
Yeah, and again, that can make a difference. I think that's a real factor of being on a bus for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. And I know we're lucky here in the region with a lot of teams that are pretty close to each other, but there's other parts of the state where they travel 2.5 hours even on a bus, to go play a game on a Friday night. So that could be a factor.
All right, let's go ahead and go through these scores. Let's start with Class 1A sectional number 41. The team that you should have bought stock in quite a while ago, the North Judson Blue Jays, get the win 58-0 over the Culver Cavaliers. So averaging 54 points a game, and they get 58 here tonight.
Yeah,
number one offense in the state.
Again, and then the running clock at halftime, and we had they were up by 40 plus at halftime. So again, the shutout's impressive, and they're taking pride in their defense. But you got the number one offensive team in Indiana, and they're going to be taking on LaVille here next week.
All right, so coach is giving away little tidbits and secrets there. So LaVille gets to win 49-0 over North Newton. For LaVille, they pick up their sixth win of the season and improve to over 500 on the season. We move over to Class 2A, sectional number 33. We'll have Rensselaer Central taking on the Bremen Lions, and it is the Lions getting the win over the Rockets 38-7.
Again, the Bremen's had a nice year, and like we said, Rensselaer was kind of in a rebuilding year. They'll get nothing but better over time, and they always do. But Bremen moves on.
So 7-4 now on the season, and a matchup that we had right here on the Region Sports Network, also sectional number 33, and that was the Andrean 59ers taking on the Wheeler Bearcats. That was a win for Andrean, 19-0. Excuse me, they were number 3 in our Anagenburg Exterior Home Improvement Top 10 here on the Region Sports Network. Andrean was 3, Wheeler was number 4, and it's a 19-0 win for the 59ers.
Yeah, we talked about that non-conference tough pre-conference schedule there for Andrean and how it's going to prepare them here at the 2A level. And they got playmakers all over the field, and Wheeler bows out 8-3. Nice year for the Bearcats. They got things going in the right direction, but tonight wasn't their night.
So over in sectional number 41, that was Class 1A, it will be North Judson taking on LaVille. And then in Class 2A, sectional 33, it will be Bremen and Andrean. So we'll have coverage of that next week, either here on the RSN zone or whatever we decide to do. So we will make sure that we have all that, and we'll figure out exactly over the course of the week where that game is going to be. Probably by the end of the night, we'll know.
Yep.
Just may not be by the end of this show. So we'll try to figure that out. A game that was exciting. We have to watch the very end of this one. Class 3A sectional number 25. The Mishawaka Marion Knights get the win over the Jimtown Jimmies, 34-26.
Yeah, again, on paper, Jimtown was the favorite to win the sectional. So this kind of opens things up. And it kind of, we talk about every year, a lot of people talk about seeding the sectional or making the regular season mean something.
Right.
Because a lot of these teams will come in with a little lesser records, but they played a tougher schedule. So
correct.
That's kind of deceiving. But on paper, Jimtown, this one was an upset, but, it was a nail-biter all the way to the end.
Yeah, they were ranked number 14 in the latest polls in Class 3A. So, Mishawaka getting the win. They will take on the Knox Redskins, who got the win 66-28 over the Griffith Panthers. Griffith, one of the top offenses in the state, but Knox comes in, put 66 points up on the board against the Griffith Panthers.
Yeah, Miles McLaughlin over 2,000 yards coming into the game on the ground. Jake Conroy over 1,300 yards on the ground, and the junior Miles McLaughlin, leading scorer in Indiana. And they were scoring at will against the Panthers here tonight.
So it will be Knox taking on Mishawaka-Marion, Class 3A sectional number 25 next week. Over in Class 4A sectional number 17, we had the Hanover Central Wildcats who took care of business against the Kankakee Valley Cougars. That final score was 42-14.
Yeah, again, Hanover Central had a nice year. You know, they're 9-2 now, and they had that tough 3-0 loss to Andrean, and we'll see if they got their attention. Congrats to KV this year. Marco Castro is the guy we didn't mention. He's a running back. Had over 1,700 yards on the ground this year. So nice year for him. And Kurt Kennedy, he'll keep things going in the right direction. But congrats to Hanover Central, and good luck next week.
They were number 5 in our home improvement top 10, and then another team in our top 10, also in sectional number 17. This is who Hanover Central will face, and that is the New Prairie Cougars. You saw that matchup right here on the Region Sports Network. They got the win over Hobart, 15-14. It was a last effort 2-point conversion that got them that 1-point win in the end.
Yeah, again, when you start playing you kind of connect the dots kind of thing. Hanover beat Hobart this year 21-14. So if you kind of you start doing this, it's going to be a tough ball game.
I always do.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're doing there, but that's later
he's
at your bar. But again, either way, from Hanover to New Prairie is not an easy trip.
No,
and that is a factor on a Friday afternoon. I'm telling you, that's just a factor of being on a bus. So that could be an issue, but that's going to be 2 good ball games or ball teams, and then that's going to be a solid ball game.
So again, sectional 17, Hanover taking on New Prairie. Again, we're not 100% sure quite yet where all these matchups are going to be. We have some ideas based on the rules when it comes to who's been home and who hasn't been home, that kind of thing. So my guess would be that game is going to be at New Prairie.
Is that what
because Hanover hosted the semifinal. New Prairie was on the road, so I'm guessing New Prairie is going to be the host for that matchup next week for the sectional championship. The sectional championship next week in section number 10, you had Class 5A, a really good matchup. This week you had the Chesterton Trojans who defeated the Michigan City Wolves 28-21.
Yeah, again, the 2 teams that had if things went the other way, middle of the pack, but you could easily flip their records. Their losses and wins were both by a less than a touchdown. So again, congrats to Michigan City on a tough year. Probably didn't go the way they wanted, ending 3-7. But Chesterton's got Andrew Gavia, and that's that horse running back I think you need to advance in a tournament. But yeah, next week's going to be a good one. Yeah,
they're going to take on their old rival, the Valparaiso Vikings, who got the win 35-7 over LaPorte. We believe that one will likely be in Valparaiso. Again, not 100%, so don't quote us. We'll have all that information for you coming up here by Monday. I'm sure that all the information will all be out. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be a fun matchup. They had a really good matchup earlier in the season. Doug and I were both there for that one. That was the Philly special to walk it off. So there was a good game plan for Coach Peterson and the Trojans against Coach Marshall and the Valparaiso Vikings. So would you throw that same game plan in there? How do you prep for this one? That's going to be one of the. You talk about coaches that know each other. That's 2 coaches that know each other.
Yeah, and that's again. I think we mentioned it during the game that a lot of times that sectional is going to go through each other. So Did you show everything? Did you keep something up your sleeve? That's the gamesmanship between the 2 coaching staffs. But to win the game with the Philly special, well, you showed them a play. You
showed them something you can do.
You should. But there's other stuff that you can do. But man, it's going to be another instant classic, Mike. It's going to be a good game.
And you talked about Andrew Govia. He had over 250 yards rushing in that last matchup. So we'll see how that plays out. All right. Also in Class A sectional number 9, you had the Morton Governors over the Munster Mustangs, 35-20. Governors number 8 in our RSN top 10 poll, brought to you by Anigenberg Exteriors.
And they've been putting points up all year. Yes. We were kind of keep trying to keep track with. Of that score, on our Strachan Van Til scoreboard, but they've scored all the time, and they're very, they've been very athletic and competed all year, and this, they're gonna have their hands full with Maryville next week.
Well, there you go. The Maryville Pirates, they're moving on. Number 2 in our top 10 poll. They won 63-6 over Hammond Central. For the Maryville Pirates, you had a good stat earlier in this one that they were one of the more likely teams in this area to potentially go down to a state championship.
Yes, mathematically. Give me 1 second. If you look in their tournament chances. Maryville was in the area. They were the highest percentage of any team in the area to have the opportunity to go down and win state. We know they're playing in their right. They're playing their best football right now. And they're just rolling, and things are kind of falling their way, and they're getting healthy at the right time of the year, and they're just one of those teams you're going to have to watch.
Always enjoy watching those Maryville Pirates. All right, and finishing it up, Class 6A sectional number 1 over in Crown Point. Again, one of the top teams in the state of Indiana, 43 points a game. They only put up 35 today, but the win is the win. That's all that matters. All right? They got the win over Portage, and so they are moving on to the sectional championship, which they've done the last, I don't know how many years now in a row. Quite a few.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg. They held a pretty powerful and explosive Portage team to a 0 in the defensive column. So, again, they are where they wanted to be. This is what the reason why you do all those off-season workouts in the weight room and in chalk and all the things in the field house all year. And this is why you do what you do. So they are where they want to be.
And then finally, you had the Lake Central Indians that were taking on the Penn Kingsmen. Lake Central was in that sectional championship game last year, but they will not be this year as Penn got the win 35-7. So it's going to be an interesting matchup between Crown Point and Penn. Yeah,
again, being a Portage guy, Portage grad, Coach Bazia was a Portage guy at the time, and he's got a long history with Penn. And playing Penn at Penn is never easy. But boy, he's got things rolling at the right direction down at Crown Point, and he's got all the resources and all the staff and the kids and the community's buying in, and he'll have his kids ready to go for Penn.
All right, that's what we've got. I believe that game between Penn and Crown Point, both teams hosted this past week, so I'm not sure exactly.
I believe we thought it might be at Penn.
We might think it's at Penn. Yeah, we might think there. We'll find out, so stay tuned. More reason to pay attention to the Region Sports Network for sure. All right, our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our operations manager is Rich Castillo. Great job tonight in the studio. Justin Cole doing all the technical stuff down here and dealing with Doug and I. Zach Miller working upstairs as well. The sports director, Mike Dewan, was out on site tonight. Big thanks to all of our crews out there. I don't have everyone that was out for all the different positions, but great job tonight by everybody out there. We wouldn't be able to see all the things that we got to see on our screen today without those guys. So thank you very much. And of course, all the coaches that helped us get everything we needed, stats and depth charts and all that kind of stuff, getting us ready for these weeks. It always helps out our broadcasters tremendously, and always chatting with us as well. And of course, you, the viewers, on whatever social media platform you are watching this on, whether it be Facebook or regionsports.com or IJSAATV.org or wherever you might be tuned in from. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you very much. For the coach, Doug Nelson, I'm Michael Brandner. Thanks for tuning into Region Football Wrap-Up on the Region Sports Network. We've got Sectional Championship Friday coming up next week. So make sure you stay tuned to the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Attention Strack and Van Til Reward members. From October 16th to November 19th, spend $400 and you'll earn yourself a free turkey. That's right, a free honeysuckle turkey, between 10 to 14 pounds. Get ready to gobble up some savings this Thanksgiving season. Keep tabs on your performance in your rewards account. 2 offers per account, so make it count. Don't miss out on this turkey-tastic deal at Strack and Van Til.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowell Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and that means temperatures will soon begin to drop. And a region winter is not the time to be left out in the cold. The professionals at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling can tune up that old furnace or install a new unit that can last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable this winter, and with 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, 219-923-4441. Or for more info, the website is forajobdoneright.com.
Tech Checking Plus from Tech Credit Union offers everything you'd expect from a checking account. Plus, you'll earn one of their best dividend rates for maintaining a higher account balance. Currently, 4.85% annual percentage yield. No need to choose between easy access to funds or earning a better dividend. Tech Checking Plus gives you both. Visit techcu.org, contact any branch, or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Rates may change without notice.
Quintel Incorporated is a family-owned and operated company located in Northwest Indiana that specializes in the reconditioning, repair, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. Since 1994, Quintel has been handling jobs of all sizes throughout the country. Equipped with the most modern technology and advanced tools, Quintel provides top-notch service. When you trust Quintel for all your needs, you'll get peace of mind and a finished job that exceeds your expectations. For more info about Quintel and the services they provide, visit quintel-inc.com.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Bring the whole family together for a warm, delicious meal this holiday season. Strachan Van Til has everything you'll need to satisfy their cravings. Just in time for Thanksgiving, we are carrying an incredible variety of fresh, frozen, organic, and even locally farmed whole turkeys that will truly make your mouth water. With meat so tender and juicy, this will be a meal they won't forget. Life made simple, meals made easy. It's a Strachan Van Til thing.
Have you checked out Centier Bank's student checking account? This no-fee checking account is perfect for students and teens ages 14 to 24 and comes with all the features you need to succeed, such as a debit card, digital banking, and automatic deposit. Centier Bank can help you start establishing good spending habits today for your better tomorrow. For more information, visit Centier.com/student-checking or visit your local branch. If you are under the age of 18, your parent or guardian must also sign on the Centier student checking account. At the age of 25, your account will automatically convert to the Centier checking account. You must deposit $25 to open this account. This account is not eligible for overdraft advantage. Member FDIC.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it. The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
He's glorious.
And now on the road, you can take T-Mobile Wi-Fi with you. Hey, stay connected and watch what you'll do.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.